Bruh. I can't do the main menu movement. You entropy? Yo, Chris. Morning. Is it? It's not morning. The early morning stream was... It was actually okay. I mean, I was kind of asleep. It feels like a dream. Honestly, it feels like that was a dream. And didn't happen. But, the run was okay. Hello, Misa. Thanks for the good luck speedrun. Reversed hand with middle finger extended, tone 5. I'm just cruising in Sneckbird now. Absolutely cruising. The game got really funny. Oh, sorry, I'm playing a I'm playing a puzzle game that you cannot see. I'm playing this game. Nice ledge grab skip. We're gaming. I haven't decided if I'm gonna buffer the clip in laundry pool or not for GDQ, but I'm not gonna do it for now. Probably I'll buffer it if I fail it first try. I'll buffer it second try. You like the first level? I'm curious how it plays if you haven't actually played Snakebird, because I feel like the target audience is people who liked and have finished Snakebird, but it does give you an on-ramp for sure. The whole first world is like review of Snakebird mechanics, basic Snakebird mechanics, and then it builds new stuff on top of it in the later worlds. I don't even remember what the first level was. The first, like, probably 8 or so levels I just breezed through because it was all Snakebird, original Snakebird stuff. The last few in the first world were kind of tricky, even though it wasn't really any new stuff. It goes up to K. I think it has letters for the first world, which is another thing that makes it kind of feel like a tutorial or like a, you know, review rather than part of the main game. But it goes up to like K, I think. So what is that, like 11? G. Yeah, I think that's 11. Cryptography nerds probably know off the top of their head what what number each letter corresponds to or whatever, but I am not a cryptography nerd. Yo, Virginia? I'm a little concerned about this. Just kidding. Yeah, I think I was the one that I had the most trouble with in the first area. But it wasn't too bad. There have been some in the main game that, like in the later worlds, that I spent like an hour on. At least one that I spent like an hour on. I don't even remember these levels, man, to be honest. I wonder if I should do something different, like, it usually doesn't matter if I save a little bit of time here, but I wonder if it would be faster to, like, turn and spin instead of back walking off the edge there. Thanks, Chip. I think that's true of most Snakebird puzzles, Chris. I think that's true of most puzzles in the game. You say that as if you can imagine an apple in your head to compare it to. But I know no one can actually do that, so... You lied. Very sorry to hear that, man. I was looking forward to hearing about your not speedrunning arc. Are you at least speedrunning something different? OT, that's not different, is it? Isn't that why you've been speedrunning for a long time? The first two-bird puzzle. Oh, I didn't hold up, or I didn't hold toward the thing. Because I didn't think it was gonna work. Okay, well maybe OOT will be what you, the breath of fresh air that you need. And if not, I hope you will try quitting again. And do something else this time. Yeah, I mean, I just took a break yesterday and a little bit this morning as well and did some puzzling instead. You should listen to your, you know, listen to your instincts, listen to your heart, listen to your gut, whatever it is that you can listen to when they tell you to take a break, or yeah, listen to the voices. Yeah, when they tell you to do something else. I mean, you know, it's good to have some persistence and resilience and stuff, but like, you can't just force yourself to do something you don't want to do, and it's not, things aren't just gonna magically turn around. Your motivation system is telling you something. You had fun today running MST? Nice. Yeah, I'd really like to try learning MST someday. Hopefully that's in the cards eventually. I don't really know how good a 223 is. I mean, I guess I know the record is like a 140, 139 or something. But I don't really know how hard it is to play close to that or things like that. Second completed run, that seems good. Oh, of course there are Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks speedruns. They're speedruns of every Zelda game. They're speedruns of any moderately popular game. Even a slightly popular game. Guaranteed to have a speedrun. Shout out Benjamin Stevens, by the way. Wait, is that not Phantom Hourglass that he was doing? Speedrun Phantom Hourglass, because I thought it wasn't that long. I guess there's different versions. So yeah, any percent for Phantom Hourglass is only 3 hours. Which is honestly like kind of surprising that it's that fast. That actually seems fast to me. Just based on what you have to do in that game. Sub 120. Yeah, unfortunately, you need to have a good strat for entertaining yourself during first cycle for sure. And you have to have you have to practice enough that you're consistent enough that you're not doing any more first cycles than you need to do, you know? Some people like doing faster quest runs, running on the faster quest mod so that you don't have to do first cycle until you get like a certain time and then you can switch. Yeah, or just second cycle runs, I guess. Yeah, Spirit Tracks is probably a lot longer. I should be solving Snackbird puzzles right now, man. Yeah, 3 hours is pretty surprising to me. Apparently the train is slower than the boat. Pretty unrealistic if you ask me. Actually, no, boats can't go as fast as trains. Trains can go crazy fast. The fastest trains are way faster than the fastest boats, surely. Depends how you define boat. What kind of boat is even arguably faster? How would you stretch the definition to make boat the winner? I have no idea what that is. Bro. Are these the safe strats? These are the same strats as normal so far. Nothing up to this point in the run is really, like, super risky. Hopefully I'll remember to do the safe strats when I get to Grotto. Get in there, man. Yo, Alec. Scary. Battle for Bikini Bottom does seem really fun if you don't do the cancer, though. Seems really fun to go for like a sub-hour in, or something like that. And in fact, a lot of people have done that. There are a lot of sub-hours on the boards. Okay. What? What could possibly have been wrong with that? I guess probably too far to the right. My movement at the very beginning. That's so concerning, man. I guess if I take that long to start moving to the left at the beginning, I just restart at GDQ. I just restart the hovers. Instead of going for it like that. I mean, I hope that's the problem, and this is why I need to be doing these strats, because what the fuck do I do if I fail the Dongo Grotto at GDQ? I don't even know. Is Swamp Gossip safer? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's easier to... It's more fully understood. Like, there's nothing about Swamp Gossips that I don't understand, as far as I'm aware. The Dongo Grotto, I'm not always 100% sure why it failed. Time to play Snackbird. Now, how the fuck is this possible? Yeah, there's... I don't think it makes sense to totally reroute, though. Like, it would be really complicated to do that. I'm literally just gonna turn on KZ if I, Oh, duh. I'm literally just gonna turn on KZ if I... No, it doesn't work. If I like run out of in-game time or something. It's mono. Why did I do that? Nice brain, man. Yo, Cubex. What is up? Thank you for the raid. Why Romani has Epona? I don't know, maybe Skull Kid just kind of like put it in there. They didn't even know where it came from. Thank you for the good luck. How was your stream? The world unlimited water speed record. (317 miles per hour). Okay, but so that's like with rockets or something. Okay, let's look at the Ecranoplan. Interesting. Interesting. That's a lot faster than I expected for any kind of ship. Boat, whatever. Can't take OOT Glundo anymore after 2 runs? Damn. What's so bad about it? Aren't you a glitchless enjoyer? Oh, shit. That's cool. That's cool. I figured it out. That's cool. That's cool. It's 10 years long. Bro does not have the endurance. Is that what you're telling me? You don't have the endurance? Dude, I'm just cruising through this world. Okay, this one seems complicated. Howdy, Frank. Good luck with your glorp sleep, my friend. Sweet dreams. G is the first one that's kicking your butt. I would check out G right now, but you can post the whole puzzle in the Discord if you want me to know what you're talking about. I'm in the middle of oh, right. So... boom, 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 boom. And then... yeah, that's a good one. Well, I would be amazed if you somehow got any assistance out of what I just said. Out of my booms. But yeah, that's a really good one. That's yeah, I can see that being the first really hard one if you're, especially if you're not familiar with if you haven't played the original. Yo, Grego. Do you want me to answer that? Oops. That was sloppy. I like how impossible these puzzles look when you don't know. Boop. E is not a world, it is a level. Okay? Get it right. I will say the snake birds are pretty cute though. Yes, you're not missing any controls. If you've gotten this far, you're definitely not missing any controls. Oh wait, I forgot to mention your ultimate ability. Although if you're counting undo as a control, there is also like the menu and you can reset levels and stuff. That's not very good. You press enter to get to the menu. I don't know why it's like that. Like, I assume Pico 8 has like limitations about controls. Jesus, dude. Thank you, Chef Bear. Good job, Chris. You figured out the first part? Well, you can always back up and recreate what you did. Really good level. Really good level. This is so SDA. Speed Demos Archive. My visual cue is broken, man. It's the only explanation. What else could I do? What else could I do for a visual cue there? Damn, how am I so late? Okay, we're good. Honestly, you might be spoiling original Snakebird for yourself by playing those puzzles. I feel like the original Snakebird is probably a better experience for learning those base mechanics. But I really dig the way that they expanded on the original mechanics in this game. There's some pretty crazy stuff. But I know you're not going to spend $15 or however much original Snakebird costs, so... The sounds are messing with my brain. My controller is getting so... These buttons are getting loud. Maybe I should fix my squeaky Z button before GDQ. That's probably a good idea. I'm gonna write down that I should do that. Also, you can probably, if you want to try a different puzzle for a bit and come back to that one, you can definitely do that. In fact, you probably already unlocked another world, if I recall correctly. Yeah, you have a boat. Pretty sure I is the one that I got stuck on for a bit, and I looked at the comments a little bit and everyone was talking about I as well. Yo. Can you get in? I'll pretend you're my GDQ audience.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
What am I doing? Hello. Oh god, I'm so nervous for the GDQ audience.
Did I make you nervous?
No, of course not. I would never be nervous Imagine. Imagine getting nervous ever. So far the chat is just about Sneckbird, so I don't know how much you can contribute. Ah, bro.
This game is so cozy.
Majora's Mask?
Yeah.
Is that a GDQ talking point?
I guess.
The original cozy game. You know, cozy games is like a genre now. This is like the opposite of a cozy game in most people's minds, I think, because of the clock.
Because they suck at it.
Yeah, maybe,
No.
maybe so. I wasn't gonna put it that way, but hopefully that's not a GDQ talking point.
Just insult them.
Thank you, Kita. How's it going? It was not in fact me. But I was the one making the demands. Mostly. This is bad. This is very bad. No, well, I'm not pivoting to whatever that is, I don't think. But maybe pivoting to YouTube influencer, sorta. Maybe, making some YouTube videos that are a little less sloppy than that. At least, gonna give it a try. My YouTube arc number 2. Dude. Let's get a move on. I guess this is GDQ practice. We just have to be happy to get through it. I am gonna reset this. Holy shit. It's terrible. Bomb count is terrible. I mean, something. Wait, there's a Tetronimo on I. Can you post I? I want to see if it's the one I was actually thinking about. Can you post it in the Discord? I guess if you don't want to reset it. I guess if you don't want to reset it, you don't have to. But yeah, actually a lot of the funny editing things in that short were Misa's idea. Shout out Misa. Just DM me. Oh, I don't think this is the one I was thinking about, actually. I do like that one, though. How do you do this? I think I see. The peepaw. We are on a very mid run. That's what's up. And we're discussing Sneckbird. Puzzle Game of the Year contender Sneckbird. Good luck with that, Gita. Is it really only 10 by 20? I would have thought that it was a little bit taller. A little bit more of a like narrow aspect ratio than that, or like I don't know how to phrase this. More than 2 times taller than it is wide. Alright, I'm glad I called you out on it then. Bro's playing the bootleg version. Nice. I believe that. Dude, after playing puzzle games for one day instead of streaming, my brain is just simulated puzzle game content. Nothing else. Kind of a bad angle. That's fine. What? I don't know what made it look like my position was totally different from that. Oh, it is 10 by 20. Wait, what? Wait, this is terrible, dude. I don't actually know what to do in this scenario. Do I get the, fairy? Playfield is 10 by 40? Wait, what? I don't understand. 10 by 40. Is this a good idea? I truly don't know. And then maybe Hess to the wolf. Second wolf. You gotta be joking. Why did I not keep going? Oh, gotta get rid of that. We're doing experimental strats here. What am I doing, man? Oh, I totally forgot. I have to save a chew for Woodfall compared to normal. I have to save an extra chew. So I guess I'm not doing the chew hess in the Okay. You don't have to be here. Okay, good luck lying down. Say bye to the chat. You were just mashing and then you won. For the Tetranimo one? Good work. You should probably learn, though. You should probably try to learn what you did. Okay, so I have to save this chew for Woodfall. I have to sneeze, dude. I'm blaming that on having to sneeze. True, you should just simply start mashing buttons every time you... Oh my god, every time you get stuck. Yo, Tanner. I was afraid that'd be too close. Sus. Kita, I wonder if the link was AI written for some reason. The amount of like articles and stuff written by AI is getting kind of out of control. This is kind of a weird position, but this should work. Ooh. Scary. It's really scary. This is probably like getting close. It's gonna be like at best a minute behind at Aliens, I think. I should just keep the life emote on the screen. Howdy, Mel. Just downloaded? Downloaded what? Tetris? Bro just heard about Tetris. Yes, Neckbird. You should play, if you have $15 or whatever it is to spare, you really should play original Snakebird first, and the difficulty curve is not as brutal. But if you want to just try it. I don't know, man. You really are still in the tutorial. Like, it gets pretty hard. It gets a lot harder than that. So every world kind of goes from easier to harder puzzles. You know, the puzzles at the beginning of each world are not too bad, and then the ones at the end are pretty hard. But the tutorial world, like, I would say the later puzzles in the tutorial world are like on this similar difficulty level to the earlier puzzles in every other world. Maybe a little harder, but like, I think the later puzzles in the other worlds tend to be quite a bit harder than anything on the tutorial world. When I say the tutorial world, I mean the first island with the letters. Alright, we're attempting Pope Squidward strats for this boss key skip. but with more buffering. Almost forgot what button to press there. Okay. That's kind of surprising, Kita. I would expect you to like it. I would expect you to vibe with it. It's very it's based on what we've talked about with the sausage roll and stuff. Yeah. Anything interesting on your gaming agenda these days, Kita? Or anyone? That's pretty surprising. That's interesting. You just like the vibe or what? Our tax evasion? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Just tell them you know about their thing too, you know? That's always the strat. Hey man, I know about your thing too. Don't try any funny business. Yeah, it just seems to me that if you like any one Final Fantasy, like mainline Final Fantasy, you're likely to like a bunch of them. There is something about that Blitz Ball, though. And, Ject, or whatever, and Sin. There's something about Sin. Well, Final Fantasy VII, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily. I wouldn't necessarily expect that to be the winner. Maybe like 9 or 12. Honestly, I would sooner guess that you'd like the pixel, the old pixel ass ones than 7. I actually thought that 1 and 2 were both like they shit was just like not figured out yet, and so like unhinged stuff happens in those games, which I'm a fan of. But I also remember grinding a lot. 10 was my first Final Fantasy, so I can't disrespect that. But then I moved on to a real gamers game with Final Fantasy characters called Kingdom Hearts. Only truly elite gamers understand. Yo, that's on PS2 though. You should have a Kingdom Hearts arc. No, bro, why? It's actually peak, man. Kingdom Hearts, I actually think Kingdom Hearts is underrated. Crazy to say, but I actually think it's underrated. Huge throw of a decision, in my opinion. What do you know about it though? That sounds like something you won't like. Because I'm trying to tell you that what you know is probably not even true. Actually, it could very well be true. The story, it's probably true. You could say there's you can say a lot of things that are true about that story. I haven't been looking at in-game time at all. Surely it's fine. And surely I'll get a fucking bomb drop for the first time in the last 5 runs to this point. Dude. Thank God. No, what? I can't believe I didn't crash there, actually. Okay. Jak and Daxter 1 is good, though. It's not Mario. If you're going and expecting Mario, anything Mario-like at all, go home. But I already got him? Please. Okay. I didn't think I got him. And actually Jak 3 is kind of soul as well. I wouldn't exactly say it's a good game, but it's got some really cool stuff in it. But Jak 2 is kind of slop, to be honest. So I wouldn't exactly recommend continuing after the first game. Not expecting you to play any of them, but just saying. Just letting it be known. This is bad. At least I took the damage. And my magic isn't actually that low. This is fine. Gonna get these arrows for safety. What are the other PS2 platformers? Sly? Sly is whatever to me. It's fine. She kind of juked me there, not gonna lie. PS2 platformers. Ratchet and Clank. Oh, I actually need to try Ape Escape. I have always wanted to try it and never have. Seems awesome. Ratchet and Clank I've never really played. I've played a little bit at a friend's house. It seemed kind of generic. I don't know. I've heard that the earliest Ratchet and Clank games, or maybe just the first one or something, are a lot better than the later ones. Not sure if that's true. Yikes. Sure there are more PS2 platformers. You've played Eco and Shadow of the Colossus, right? You've definitely played Eco. Incel Simulator. Yeah. Have you played the 1 million SMT games on the PS2? Oh, Katamari's that you have played or haven't played? I'm gonna try Nocturne. Nice. Yeah, I've heard that you should play the. I've heard that I should play the second one. I've only played the first one. I suspect I'll like the second one more. Nocturne features Dante from the Devil May Cry series, unfortunately. I'm convinced that the original version of Nocturne that was Japan only was never released in the US and did not have Dante, and it did not have a ton of other shit, was the better version of the game. Unfortunately, I can't really experience that for real. This is sus. Okay. This is kind of good. That felt... Yeah, that was pretty fast. I don't know, it kind of feels like DMC3 Dante. Maybe DMC3 was like in development at the time. It would have been like 2003 or something. I don't know when DMC3 came out. Or maybe it was like 2005. No, I think Nocturne was 2003. Dr. Slump? Ahead of its time in what way? Dude, it's crazy that this is kind of a run. I'm kind of drunk driving right now, not gonna lie. Alright, I respect the vibes. Am I sad I wasn't invited by Ludwig to Beerio Kart? No. I'm not. Are you sad that you were not invited? I'm not very good at games that require you to drink, I think. But the thing is, I don't want to drink. I don't want to drink, which makes it hard for me. And actually, doesn't Beerio Kart seem like it's not designed that way? Is this magic okay? If I... If I get the lucky magic here, I think this will be good. Otherwise, I have to play it safe in or I have to conserve it in PF. I knew before I bonked, but too late to actually fix it. We got a certain type of autist in this chat, man. Interesting, but I was failing to sync. Tenkaichi 3. Imagine wanting to play that over Kingdom Hearts, man. Come on. Hopefully this is good. I don't know where I am. Peepaw added you on Pikmin just to break your heart. Dude, if you don't like Kingdom Hearts in the first 30 minutes, you're not gonna like it. I guarantee you that. But I guess... probably even the first 10 minutes, but... I guess it's possible that you would like it at the very beginning and then stop liking it a couple hours in or something. The only game that's worth playing is the original La Mulana, not the remake. Get out of here. Terrible take. Cool game, though. Simple and clean is so fire, dude. I couldn't figure out how to get to Hell Temple, and I refused to look it up and continue. So I just quit. And maybe someday I'll want to bang my head against it, but that day is not today. This is sus. What? What was that? Pokemon sucks. We gotta get Misa into SMT. Wonder if she'd like that. Probably not. But yeah, I enjoyed La Mulan. I played the remake though. Sounded better from what I read about it before playing. I don't really remember what the differences are other than the graphics. League of Legends? Ain't no way. Ain't no way, man. Dude, did you see how that guy was all up in my business? I had to go way out of the way to charge up enough for that. I got a lot out of Dota 2. I mean, I'm glad I stopped when I did, but nothing but respect for the game. League, on the other hand, is just Dota 2, but more basic and less balanced, and yeah, not a lot of respect for League. Like, what is... What? Is this health? Thank you. Oh, why do I keep backflipping, dude? Okay, I mean, you can't make up this gameplay right now. So what do I normally do? I normally do like this. I'm gonna kill him. What do I normally do here? I stand farther in the corner? I'm gonna run out of time. Jesus. I guess I have to practice that. It's probably one of these things that I never realized there was like a 2-frame window for when I start holding left. And so I just assume that I can hold left whenever I want, but actually sometimes it fucks it up completely. Dude. Well, this was a good run. That's a great way of putting it, Tommy. A mobile version of Dota that people play on desktop. Holy shit. It's amazing. I think we all know what the one game worth playing is. If there's only one game worth playing, I think we all know what it is. Don't even have to. Don't even have to say it. I don't know if this works. Whoops. All right. It all comes down to this. And also everything after this. A game that doesn't exist anymore. Curious what you're thinking about. Syncopause version 1.0? Oh, Rain World no, Rain World version 1.0 actually does exist, and you should all go play it. Toontown? No, I was not thinking of Toontown. But, you know, if that's your pick for the one game worth playing, more power to you, man. What? Yeah, I saw Trump bombed Iran. And by Trump, I mean Trump's goons. That was so sus. We're all just Trump's goons, if you think about it. Whoa. Fuck you. The number of these that I've missed by like 1 millimeter. Scary. This was okay. Should save like 15 or 20. Thanks, Tom. Not bad. I guess we're just talking, dude. Holy shit. That is so bad. Failed tapping left. What do you mean it's such a meme? Just everyone saying that we can rainbow exit Clocktown and save a minute? It's not even true, I don't think. I think maybe with insane RNG, I think like 30 seconds maybe. But I could be wrong. It's really hard to estimate. It also doesn't matter because that RNG is never happening on the same run that I actually play well. Whoops. Okay. Maybe I could have continued that, but that was just lucky that I even got to the middle platform. Nice push. Can't go for that. Okay. What did you just notice? Thanks, Teufel. Had to double check that that was actually Teufel. Sometimes I just see the length of the name and the color and I just assume. That was a little sketchy. Oh yeah, I think that's true. Ouch. Ouch. Why did I tap there instead of hold? Yo, thanks for the prime resub, Tommy. Appreciate the support, dude. for the 10 Stavros. Thanks, Sawyer. Have to sneeze again. Thanks for the blessings, Yoaniki. Dude, I remember you from like every week you're in here at some point, asking if I remember you. That's so late, dude. I do remember you, Sigma, from the Infernium speedrun community. How could I forget? Who have I forgotten? Great question. Well, I'm glad I could help, hopefully. Incredible. Green has been notably absent recently. That might not be true, actually. Might have been here yesterday, I can't remember. Brother? That was almost too far left, I feel like. I don't actually have a good sense of like where exactly to aim. Especially because I'm not always standing in the exact same spot for that. Dude. Yeah, I was afraid of that. That sucks. It will be extremely tight to try to PB this, but I will try. I probably have to rainbow exit Clocktown, which means I need really good lullaby skip RNG and really good gameplay and everything. It's not very likely. On at a pretty good time. Am I? I mean, I'm at least during the day. I'm at least not in the middle of the night. But I feel like evening would be better. But I don't know. I don't care that much. Can't complain. I think my gameplay is better in the mornings. Now you might ask, then why don't you stream in the mornings? It's because I'm stupid. There's no way those all missed! No way, dude. Holy shit. I think I think it's gonna be pretty hard to PV this now. Red gameplay was very good. Blue gameplay was doggy doo-doo. And I was losing like 10 to RNG regardless, so yeah. Not good. What happens if the run fails at GDQ? Impossible. I will finish anything. I will finish no matter what. But I might cheat if I need to. Oh, evening for Sigma, true. Right. Yeah, I guess maybe it is good for... Yeah, maybe morning is actually the good time slot, because you get the Europeans and the early Americans. Gotta practice counting for GDQ. 1. Probably get the live audience to count for me, right? Actually, they're probably gonna be reading donations during this. dude. I'm losing my mind. Thought I hated GDQ. I don't hate GDQ. I have some disagreements with decisions that people on GDQ staff have made. There's a big difference between that and hating GDQ. There's a big difference between criticizing something and hating it. And in fact, I wouldn't bother criticizing something that I hated, probably. Actually, that's not true. I bother criticizing Joseph Anderson. I don't know. I've been over it too many times. You can find it on Sauce Clips on YouTube if you care that much. Yeah, I think PB is pretty dead. Really fast wind. Okay. Jesus. So close, dude. Okay. I'm going for it because keep PB alive? No, it's dead. If I had quick rolled a little bit faster there, it would have been fine. Well, I could continue this for GDQ practice. But I think I'd rather, wait, I didn't even get magic. I don't think I really want to do that. It's kind of late. So, thanks for watching. Decent attempt. Thanks for watching. Go tell Shift good luck. And no, I don't think I'm going to wake you up at 4 a.m. again. I think we're back on the rails of not waking up at 3 a.m. Hopefully. But should be back tomorrow in any case. See you then. Bye-bye.